3 years ago. It began. He had testicular cancer 3 years ago next month. And then the same week I got diagnosed with melanoma. And I had a section of my leg cut off, and he had surgery. And then they both said we didn't need any further treatment, we were good. They would monitor, whatever. And he's been being monitored ever since. And then last year in July, I had a knee surgery to have some cartilage removed. A couple days later, I felt a lump on my neck, and I thought, well, I'm getting an infection. I better go get an antibiotic. I went to the doctor, and he sent me right to Finley. He said, this is not an infection. And within 2 weeks, what was a little marble grew to like a racquetball size in my neck. While they were testing everything, then they found out that I had Hodgkin's lymphoma, and I had to have a surgery to get part of it cut out, then a port put in, and then started chemo right away. And then while all that's going on, August to September, they were watching his scans, and a lymph node in his stomach swelled up, was getting bigger, and it was slow growing. And so they did surgery on him at the beginning of November. He was in the hospital 5 days while I was homesick with the kids. He couldn't do anything. He couldn't lift anything for 6 weeks, probably.
No more than 15 pounds.
Yeah, he was of no help for a while I was sick. We knew we just had to fight and get through it. And it wasn't going to be easy with the kids, which is why we're going on vacation. Because our kids did not get to do hardly anything last year. Like Halloween, we always used to go to the mall and do all that kind of stuff for the Halloween events. We didn't even talk about it to the kids because we didn't want them to know they were missing out on all that stuff. But they missed out on everything because we didn't want to go be around crowds. You know, we'd have to wear a mask or whatever, so we just didn't mention it to them, and they sat here at home a lot while Mom and Dad were sick.
They complained about it a lot too.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, Mom's always sick. Well, then after she got done, then it was always Dad's always sick. And
they're like, we can't ever do anything. You guys are always sick. And then I was so weak after I was done and trying to go back to work and everything that they were like, this isn't fair. Went out on a couple dates, which we don't normally do. Somebody had gifted us a gift card to Pepper Sprout. And the night we went, it was closed. But we went somewhere else because we already had a babysitter, and we're like, well, we're dressed up, and we never go anywhere. I had my long, pretty wig on and everything.
We had, and then when we went to cancer, you always had...
To cancer, to chemo?
Or to chemo, I'm sorry. Frank, you always took Frank with you.
I have, my friends gave me this orange, fuzzy, ugly stuffed animal, and Frank went with me to every chemo treatment and sat on my shoulder, and we took pictures every week, or every 2 weeks when I went. So he went through the whole thing, and then when Mike had his surgery, the kids got him a stuffed animal, and they called him...
I don't remember what they called it.
It was a porcupine.
Yeah.
So just trying to find normal again, get our kids back in a routine again, trying to figure it out. Because your way of thinking is different than it was before. So I don't go shopping like I used to before, and that them things aren't as important to me as it used to be.